Well, hello everyone. This is comrade-Sirius. Welcome to episode 65, and well, this is a waste truck that's going through our terrain, and today we will reach it, and it will be needed for quite a little bit because we'll need to do something with waste. Let's turn off notifications and let's focus on what we are doing. I hope this one will be shorter than usual, but you know me, probably will not. Well, anyway, first let's connect these guys because these are selected as to be done. This is a sports hall. It wouldn't be heated in the winter, so that's why we are building these guys, which probably is not a bad idea. Honestly, can we maybe start building these with citizens? We probably need to build them with citizens in a way that these guys are totally not. There will be no one in walking distance, very probably. Or well, there will be in this case, and in this case, in this case there will be not. But this one is probably even more, a little bit more important. So let's do it. This is the one that we need. And how is this monument? Yeah, this monument is fine, but it still needs workers, and these brick houses can probably get done as well. So let's assign 5 and 5 workers and let the magic happen. While we were following a waste truck guy, yeah, this is another free dump. Though to be fair, we have this thing finished. It's full. This thing is finished, but we do not have power. The biggest issue is now this bit, and you can see people are going there, and they should be able to go there after we finish this guy, so it hopefully will be pretty fast. There is a paver coming in, by the way. I don't know where to, but it's coming, so that's probably a good sign. Although we should have, or at least we should start constructing this fire station because it will be quite unnecessary stuff. But this thing hasn't been here last time. That was part of the Czech episode. I know that you do not speak Czech, most of you. If those who do, welcome and ahoy. But most of you do not. So let's start working on issues we have here. We do not need heat, and we have power, or well, we have power plant. You can see it that some underground wire is going there, and part of this network has been already finished, so that's probably the only good thing we can say about all of this. But there need to be more. Point number 1, we need sewage. What we placed in the Czech part is the sewage switch. It will be down here, and for normal waste, like from toilets and stuff like that, it will, and I will allow it. It will be a normal flow downwards. One of them is definitely going to be connected to the heating plant and the fire station. That's the thing that's the part you see. And what would be interesting and probably almost necessary is to have a cursor, so we know at what height we are. Because this is 890, we can have another one with like 880, or with just 8, I don't know. Can we connect it? We can absolutely connect it. That's not a big no problem at all. And I will just start using those prefab pipes. This one will be obviously the biggest one. This one will be the smallest one, because that's how things work. Now, if you take a look here, it's about 10. This is even higher. These guys are around 15, 16, so we'll take care of them. And these guys are like 14, and all of them are 14. Keep in mind that these are 1410, so we'll need to do something about it. But yeah, sure, it shouldn't be too big of a problem. Now, let's start working on things. Guys out here will need a switch coverage, including this one. And 13 is, if you want to do something, this is, 13, this is like 14, this is 12. If you want to be sure, you can just place the outlet a little bit up. It doesn't make anything, it just makes the existing height bearable. So this is what we'll have. I will connect it with a simple, mud path, and that's what it will be. This is 15, so if I will build, so if this one is 8, and there will be one behind the tunnel, probably here at 10 meters, it still means it shouldn't be any problem. Again, we have these rotational sidewalks. You probably know, or at least should know, where to get this. If you do not, you can ask. It's not a big problem. Again, this is what the game does usually. If you press left control, it shortens the path at maximum as it can be. This will be a medium one. No, medium. It will be a low capacity because that's definitely enough. Tunnel is above terrain at a certain part. This is the one because here is a 10, but here is a 9 somewhere. Yeah, this is the lowest part. The easiest thing we can do is just to take part of this terrain and just fill it in, because why not? And that should solve the issue we have. Like you can have this and then just smoothen it up a bit, and that should do the trick. But that's what these things are useful for. Let's go down 1, 2. Yeah, now we are done. Definitely the start is above the exit point, so we are okay. I'm not extending this towards this part because reasons that you will see right away. But on the other hand, I'm prepared to take it to the other side. This is 10, so only slightly above. This feels like a perfect place, this corner. So we'll do it. Again, I can connect any way I want to. Let's do a big one because it might need to happen. This thing is, a reserve of sort. Here we will have another reserve, but again, this is 11, and yep. Down here will be, that's 15 meters. That's more than enough. So that's a connection. This will be a connection as well. Do we want to go into it somewhat more? I don't think it's necessary right now, so we won't. We have tracks. We have a connection, so we can have another connection right here. It will be, basically a run around. Why not? Now we have it. That's not the merit and not the point of what we are doing right now. So, yeah, keep it simple. I will connect it here so we have at least one facing up, because one of them will go to all those mines and to everything that will be up on the hill, because we need to discharge it somewhere. But if you discharge only like a normal wastewater, it's just polluting a medium area. Based on that we are right next to the heating plant, it shouldn't be that big of an issue. On the other hand, what will be a big of an issue is the chemical processing, because this factory have its own chemical outlets. This one is not, but especially this one is a bit of a tricky boy. Why? Because that thing is using chemicals, and therefore it produces wastewater that is highly toxic. That thing can spread pollution for quite a distance, and I know that it technically is not a big of a deal, but I would like to treat this water we do have money. It's not too big of a problem. Also, when I was placing these two monsters, I gradually found out that I probably do not need double rail into this area. On the other hand, I made a main line down there, up behind there. This is an unloading station for coal, because we will need a coal. Bauxite we already have, so that's fine. And both of these tracks are going towards the back, where there is a cargo station. It loads aluminium, it loads, unloads chemicals. That's what these are for, and this is all that it's needed. On the other hand, we will need water. Like you can see, it's 75% water. That's not too big of a problem, but we will have a pump somewhere. As far as I know, there are few new things. One of them is there should be something like a small water well. I don't see it right now. Yeah, this is the one. This one uses 8 workers and can do 240 meters. This one needs workers, like 5. Why? But 2.1 megawatts. Fucking hell. These things eat a lot. Why is this thing eating 6.3 megawatts? That's the reason why I'm not having enough water. What the fuck? That's definitely that must be a bug, or maybe not. With the modern industry, but that's ridiculous. Fucking hell. Because now you compare it with an airplane factory. An airplane factory uses 1 megawatt. Like the big one, modern one, uses 3.28. But it's a fucking plane factory for 800 people. Like, there definitely shouldn't be a world where this thing eats more than a plane factory. Well, that's what the internal test is for, I guess. To catch things like these. But, back to tracks. I noticed that I probably do not need this track at all. But then I remembered, between episodes, that we might need. Because we can have a station. Like, 160. It's probably a little too big. These are even a double tracked. This is a 40, 50. By the way, this one is really nice looking. I want to see it. I want to see how it looks. It would be cool. Can I place it here in the middle of it? I probably can. So let's do it. Personal station. Yeah, there will be pipes below it. I absolutely do not care. Like, at all. And I do not need those factory connections, so... Yeah, this is fine. So, this is a... Yeah, this is a connection we can do. This is also a connection we can do. That's fine. This is 1. This is... Yeah, this is 2. That's cool. I like it. We can have, because after all we have a personal station in the city. There's nothing stopping us, to have personal trains running through and just, drop off people here. We have only a slight problem. We do not have an end station for those trains, which in fact would be useful, but I'm not sure we can have one because they are quite, they do take up some space. Though to be fair, we can. And I will put one here, and you will see why. Reason is, these tracks are not going anywhere. And I do not mean so far. These tracks are not going anywhere because we do not need them to go anywhere. What do I mean? We cannot... Oh, we do not have a bulldozer. Not great. But hey, it is what it is. Oh, what do I mean? We will have, and that's what I will do here. We will have an end station. And trains that will come through here. Will just go, or, you know, be able to go to the end station. If need be. And this small train will just be able to, you know, to cross it out, and hopefully these will be able to connect. Well, this is probably way too close, right? Yeah, I think so. Oh. Okay, I will need to get something a little closer, and that something are these guys. But I'm not sure they can get too close. But we'll be able to. Okay. We'll be able to because these things are not built, and we will have, you know, a way to our area through this part. So let's start, you know, in a more sensible way. We need a trolley bus to, you know, go in here. It will go, and we will need another stop because we have one stop here. And we will need, I don't know how much water this thing consumes. Probably not too much. 29 meters. So, if we would like to have a wastewater treatment plant, a thing that can do 165 or, you know, 80 meters is more than enough. But the only problem is that it's way too big for anything I would like to have. I'm not able to build it. Ouch. Are we going to build it then? Well, it would be fine if we could. Can I just put it, you know, behind the bridge a bit? It would be really ugly, right? Well, let me try, and I'll show you the result. Well, a little bit angling, and here we are. The thing is, surprisingly to me, it's standing, like it has its space. Is it, you know, beautiful? It absolutely is not, but it fits here, at least, you know, semi fits here, so that's all I need, right? Now we need what we need is we need to have a road that will go all the way around, and obviously I will need a trolley bus stop in this general area as well. Hopefully we will be able to fit this in. So let's try to, you know, make this terrain a little bit sharper. It feels okay. Can we then connect this thing? We can. That's all I need. I'll just, you know, mark it this way so I won't forget. Although it would be really useful if we could connect, you know, all these roads to it, but it feels okay. So just so we don't forget, I will make it so sooner or later. But, you know, that's fine. Can I do something like this maybe and then disconnect it without, you know, destroying? Yeah. This is exactly what I want, so that's fine. Now this is a trolleybus stop that will serve, or at least should serve this thing, and I absolutely hate that you cannot do it. Can we cross footpath with rails? I don't know. I want to try it. Can we do it like this? It feels like we can. And it feels like we can do basically anything we want. So I guess that's fine. Because that's basically what I wanted from all of this. We can even turn this to, you know, a fancy walking path. Maybe. It maybe was not necessary, like, at all, but hey. We can, so why not? And we will need to connect it anyway. Can we just... We probably cannot, right? Feels like we can't. Can I do it like this? Yeah. Is it okay? I don't think it is okay, but well, it works. So, it maybe is. So now, that's the road for trolleybuses. And that's a connection to the first factory. Also, it's a connection for trains. It will be a connection for, you know, how to get this thing to get serviced or built. Though to be fair, it will be another connection right here. Another connection to this factory is either this one or this one. This one is unusable because there is a bridge here. And the bridge is basically like a mimic to, you know, hold the wall. I use the beam bridge. That's the only thing. Basically, these things are useful because they are really thick. If you take a look, they have a really thick profile. But for this thing, they are perfect. So that's what we'll get. But we need to end our trolleybuses somewhere. What feels like a good area is here, but let's not forget we need to connect these two factories with, you know, some type of conveyor. Probably, basically, something like that. Yeah. So can I do it? You know what? I will try to... No, first, let's look at depot and let's look at how big a trolleybus end station is. And as it turns out, the answer is quite big. Do I need it here at the end? Well, technically not. And trolleybuses can turn around at a simple station, which I'm inclined to use at this point because this thing is like absolutely huge. And if I remember, we have a trolleybus end station right here. Because, yeah, that's the building. So, yeah, screw it. We do not need it. But at least we need at least the stop, right? Or at least I feel like I need at least the stop. So that's what I will plan, and it will be down here. There will be a place for, you know, substations and such stuff. That's why we'll have, you know, this connection. And from now on and onwards, we will have a, well, simple road is not something I would like to name this thing, but you know what I mean. Also, this thing probably, there would be probably need only for one rail, it feels. So, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it like civilized people and actually, you know, work our way around. This one will get... Nope. This one will get connected right away. And this one will just simply go inside. And the end station will be a little bit further back. And it might be even, you know, rotated and so on. But this is what we'll have. So that's 1, 2, and 3. We do not need more. We can even make it a little bit nicer and put these right in front of the station. That's not a problem. Now, we obviously need to cross with this road. And as you know me, don't forget now, because later it might not be possible. You know, which is exactly the case with this road. How are we going to do it? Yeah, problem solved. Because once you have a railroad crossing, you can basically do anything you want to with it. For example, stuff like this. It is connected. Yeah, is it ugly? Absolutely. Does it matter? Nope, it does not. And to be fair, I probably will not ever use a train. Though to be fair, for an export of aluminum, that might be useful, because this thing can hold up to 280 tons of aluminum, and that is aluminum that I'm not able to, you know, draw from here, from this cargo station. So, yeah, it might eventually happen. Though to be fair, we can simply send here, you know, distribution office that would go all the way around. We'll go across the bridge to the storage and back for export. No, that's probably all we need, and all we really care about. What we will need is some kind of local distribution office. I may even use a vanilla one for 10 vehicles. Though to be fair, these Richards for 18 vehicles is it's a lot nicer. Yeah, let's put it this way. And you know, I'm more than happy to be able to use those. But yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's do it the vanilla way, so you don't feel too bad about it, that I'm just doing stuff that I'm not supposed to be able to. So yeah, this is what we'll have. Also, fuel distribution. That's in the city. That's near the city. We do not need it here. Okay, this is, I think we do not need. This is for the distribution office. That would definitely help. This is a free spot. We probably will need for something sooner or later, but I don't know which for, so we'll see. And to be fair, so far we can just, or you know, simply connect these two together and we should be okay. Well, that's a road. This is a road as well for us. It will be the trolleybus road, and it will have this connection here, because that will be the bridge. It will be obviously not gravel but asphalt, but to everything, to each his own, I guess. This is just for construction of the stuff, and we need to connect one more road, and that would be this one, because here we have a storage and, you know, and the unloading station. Now, before I block myself, can we, and it doesn't feel too easy, can we just, you know, connect these two somehow? It feels like the footpath is a problem, and footpath definitely doesn't need to be there, you know, in this way. So, yeah, This one is shorter, so that's probably what we need. Again, we have the footpath here. To be fair, I have to say I really liked when Bibalcio praised and thanked us for it, because he really likes it. I hope he will like it because we like it too. Since this crossroad is here, there's no reason not to, you know, put it like this. And the bridge is done. Or at least, you know, planned. That's the thing. These will probably get connected in a very similar way. This will get... Why it's not straight? Definitely could be straight. Yep, sure, we have it. So that's our area. And where do we have the connection? Down here. Okay. These guys are at 14 degrees. I can basically plan this almost everywhere, anywhere. It really doesn't matter. So I can just simply place it here. It's a really point and click. There's nothing wrong. This thing will be connectable. So medium capacity, probably. Can we do large? We can. We do not need to. Okay, this thing is getting in. Point 1, we'll need to take in this pipe. Is it connected? Yeah, it is connected. But we'll also need to connect all of these stuff. There's nothing here, and there will be nothing here. Like no workshop, no nothing. So we only need to connect these guys, but these guys are connected, so we basically need to connect these two factories. I'm not saying super easy, but it almost is. Yeah. And there definitely should be this definitely should be an easy way to do it. Like, nope. Are we connected? We are connected, so that's fine. Now I only need to connect this thing to the outlet, which will be a little bit tricky, but we are at 5 meters, so if we turn around, yeah, like we cannot go up. Even if I would try, you can see that I probably shouldn't be able to. Well, I am able to lift it to 8 meters, so that's not great. Please be careful when you're doing such things. But once I will lower this to, like, I don't know, 4 meters, because this is 590, it shouldn't be a problem. And now it's saying something about, you know, the correct height. You can technically go lower and up. That's not a problem as long as the end height is lower than the previous one. There's not a single option, not a single problem with it. And yeah, you can do it like this. Will it take a lot of gravel? Probably. It will take a lot of work days. Probably even, it's even more sure. But hey, it will work, so who am I to care that much? One more. Let's do the small water pump, because this thing needs its own small water pump. Where are we going to put this? Because, yeah, this is 88. How clean water this thing really needs? Like, for real. I have no idea. 75. Even with big pollution outside. This is probably... there is probably big enough reserve, I would guess. To be fair, there will be a lot of, you know, waste processing as well, but it's pretty hard to get to such numbers. So I will guess that it's enough. Where is the water intake, on this side or on the other side? No, just this side. So we can probably just, you know, block it right next, place it right next to it. Because why not? Yeah, it's probably, it will probably be good enough. So that's it, and we'll have a water pump. Where is this? Tower. Yeah. I will have a big one. Why? Not because I feel like that's completely necessary, but there will be an end station. So, and we might need some water in the future. So it would be fine to have it. Also, how big is the inner or internal? It's 65 meters. And that's probably, that's okay. That shouldn't be a problem. Medium one. No, here it will be definitely a big one. Until here. Medium one will be coming inside. That must be enough. Drinking water is a different beast. We will bring drinking water from here. This will be as a night. To be fair, we have a 91% quality. That's the water I am transporting here, right? Okay, so you know what? We will not need this. Because I thought it's drinking water, it's not, so yeah, who cares? We'll just build a big pipe and call it a day. Because that's what we'll need. And we will need to build another pipe, probably, to just, you know, serve all of that, so. Yep, but it's fine. This is the part that we need. We need to take care in the future. So, if we are at the situation I think we are, I will simply put it right next to it. Because we can connect it like this. Medium pipe should be enough, and probably a big pipe should be, you know, going through all of that. But I have no idea where, because there are those railroad tracks. So probably up and alongside those tracks will be fine. Just cross it and. Just around the stuff. Yeah. When we need, we can still expand. And we will need to have some separate way for, you know, other water, for the drinking water. And as far as I'm aware, this power station, yeah, that feels like it's overloaded. It's definitely not. It will be interesting in the future. So that's this area for you. I'm not bringing in. I was thinking that we're going to do the bridge, but I would need to move these guys a lot forward. Well, a lot closer, and a lot closer mean at least. Well, it's 500 meters, is not that much. And that's something I would probably be able to do, like this is 700 meters. I can get them as close as here, 680. Yeah, I can probably do that, but not now. Let's focus on actual stuff that we need doing. And yeah, don't forget, we want trolleybuses, so this is a trolleybus road as well. And we might need to, or we might want to look into what has been done. Road number 1. This is a small gravel road, and its sole purpose is, you know, the steel recycling plant. This will be a footpath to it, so that's fine. Yeah, build it. Let me know when it's done. Super easy. That's another one. That's a road in Baník. And yep, it's final these two guys. So that's what we want. This is probably like a higher priority, the covered storage. And after it's done, we'll take this one. Yep, this storage, the silo has burned down and it will take like 2 years to clear. I have 6 trucks working on it. I cannot have more because they do not work fast enough. I would overfill this thing, so yeah, you can see this one is pretty full. These guys are, you know, distributing cash, but I would like to get rid of these things because there's quite some money in it already. So I would then, you know, distribute it and work my way through all of this. Fuel, that's not a problem. We are completely, and every time this train is running almost non-stop. There's no issue, so I'm okay with it. And what we are working now, or at least we would like to be working on, and I don't know where the train is yeah, we got this motor wagon. What is he doing? It's pretty simple. We have a station that probably should get some tracks. Well, we need some footpaths, you know, to actually allow workers to cross tracks. So that's what this is for. It would be, this is 1, this is 2. Yeah, I know we do. I know that we definitely do not need this, but I haven't done this for a while, so I'm willing to spend some little time on it. Basically, like, you know, a gravel square. Those are connected to what we have here, and then basically just a footpath, so it looks like a small platform. That's what we'll have here, probably. This is the furthest point that it should extend. So that's one track, that's another track, and we are done. By the way, this guy should be bringing in some workers that would work down here at the power plant. But not power plant, it's a fire station. And he should be having, you know, an option to refuel there. Distribution office is assigned, but no truck is coming because there's no power. Power is constructed, as you can see, wires are here, so this thing is full. I think we built this together. But once all of this will be done, it will be fine. And so far, I think I can allow workers to wait here. Anyone that will not get picked up will simply walk to this tram stop down here. Because that one is in reach. This thing has not been done yet. So far, I needed to construct it for the second time because for some fucking reason, this piece of road has not been connected to the shop. It's been all connected only to the roadside, and there has been the barrier. So yeah, all of those footpaths are done. Even this house probably would be done quite soon, but well, the actual road is not. So we can take a look. We can take a ride with the train if need be, because that's everything that has been happening for you. And I have FPS turned on because it seems like the game doesn't like to run smooth. I don't know why. But you can see it stutters, but with 50 FPS it definitely shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, that's workers and resources for you. Have a nice day, have a nice ride, and well, see you in the next episode. Bye bye.